Hello, my name is Mackenzie Westerl, and I am going to be going over my interview reflection video. The local professional who I decided to interview for this assignment is actually my therapist, Taylor Johnson. Taylor is a licensed clinical mental health counselor here in Concord, North Carolina. Taylor went to undergrad and majored in psychology at the University of Alabama, where she got her bachelor's. And then Taylor went on to get her master's degree in arts in clinical mental health counseling at Southern New Hampshire University. And this was during COVID, so her schooling was online as well. Taylor's job duties from day to day. Taylor provides therapy to a wide range of clients, aging from as young as 6 years old, and her oldest client right now is 70 years old. She provides therapy not only to individuals but also to families, and she also does marriage counseling. She works with Big T trauma clients, which is her specialty, as well as clients who have ADHD. When asking Taylor, what do you find fulfilling about working in the industry, Taylor responded to this question by noting that her first answer is the cliche, I love helping people. But when Taylor started to think deeper on this question and for her answer was, being a Christian counselor myself, I not only see Christian clients, but I also see individuals who are lost, those who are broken, those who feel helpless, and being able to sit with them in their darkest moments and not meet them with judgment and not try to pick them up, but to just let them be, let them feel it out in that moment. She feels that is her most rewarding feeling within this industry and in her line of work. I asked her, what do you find challenging about working in the industry? And Taylor responded to this question by saying that the most challenging thing for her is something known as countertransference, which she said is when you as a counselor feel some type of way about the client's situation, but you don't want to transfer your feelings as a counselor onto your client. She noted that she believes that this is something we all could learn from, counselor or not. She believes that everyone can learn from this. So when your client is at a stuck point and you can clearly see the answer as the counselor and you know that they can get out, but they choose to stay in it, and you just have to sit in it with them and wait with them while they come to a conclusion. You know how they can get out, but they have to figure it out for themselves. She said would be one of her hardest challenges that she has to face as a counselor. When asking what do you do to help continue to grow in the field, Taylor noted that she participates in CEUs, otherwise known as continuing education credits. She also attends online webinars as well as seminars and conferences. But she noted that she loves to read and help to grow her knowledge and skill set through books and articles and just by reading. Taylor also said that she really enjoys connecting with other therapists and joining networks where she knows that she's not alone and that she can relate to others and others can also relate to her, but she can also learn from those who are surrounding her and who work in the same field that she does. And her recommendations for students pursuing work in the field, Taylor said that her recommendation would be to do your healing work now. That way, when you help your future clients, you are already at an advantage because you have a professional relationship where they trust you. And when you do your trauma work first, you lessen the likelihood of countertransference, which she mentioned earlier, and you are also able to sympathize and empathize more and let the client know that you do truly know what it is like to walk through the challenge and the darkness and the valley that they are walking through in that moment, and let them know that you as a counselor would never recommend something to them that you haven't already tried and know that it works. She believes that this strengthens the rapport and the relationship between yourself and the client, and it helps build trust between the two parties. My biggest takeaway from this assignment would be that I just learned how important it truly is to make sure that as a counselor in the future that we and I are going into this field of work having already worked through our traumas and my traumas and issues prior to starting to help others. We cannot heal others if we have not yet healed ourselves. From being in therapy sessions with Taylor and seeing her as my counselor, I've also learned just how important it is for the client to figure out what they need to do, like Taylor noted earlier, and not telling them what to do. So, for example, like Taylor never tells me, oh, well, this is what you need to do about that. She asks me why. She asks me questions to have me elaborate, have me dig deeper, and she's not the one that's doing the digging or answering the question. She's asking me and allowing me to come to my own conclusion. And I just know that, like, you're there to help walk them and point them in the right direction, but it's not your job to pull them or to show them how to get there. So that was my biggest takeaway from this assignment, but also from being in sessions with Taylor and learning from her in a way that where I am the client and I can see how she's working through me and with me. And I also think it's really helpful being with a Christian counselor who has the Word of God rooted in their heart, who can guide me to see His Word and to believe His promises and point me towards Him and to Him, and allowing me just to see goodness in her, see His goodness in her, and just reflect of that love, has just been incredible and has really shown me that I am headed in the right direction and I am in the right place and I am getting my healing work so that I can help heal others in the future.